Then, of course, there was the Keith Haring birthday party, the Party of Life, which was at Paradise Garage. Went to his studio and met Keith, and we discussed it. He told me he didn't want any external lights used at all. And it's like, okay, because, you know, we're talking about not very, I'm shooting on VHS, which, you know, has a short life in low light video. But it has its own effect. Anyway, I had a friend of mine, Rusty Davidson, who's a wild and wonderful man, as my assistant. And we arrive early, and there's a robot, Robbie, that is greeting people when they come in and telling people to get down and welcome to the Party of Life. And then I went around the club, which was this amazing installation of all of Keith's art. Huge paintings and sculptures and videos playing. And so I was able to have the time to walk around and document all of that. And also, the Paradise Garage, as were a lot of these downtown clubs, didn't serve alcohol. And there was a table filled with like popcorn and goldfish and soda and things like that to drink and eat, and lots of balloons. And Larry Levan was the DJ, and he was warming up, and he was an extraordinary DJ. Then the crowd started coming in, and a number of people were dressed in outfits that had been designed by this designer, Stephen Sprouse, and were painted by Keith. So the crowd started gathering, and a lot of them had these necklaces that showed up in the black light. It all started filling up and heating up, and there were people that I saw that are there that I recognized, like Joey Arias and Ann Magnuson and Tony Frere all showed up. Malcolm Kelso and his boyfriend. Malcolm was the art director at Limelight. And there was a sea of people, including Diana Ross. I was set up in this little sector, this little roped off area. I had a little deck and a camera. It was pre-camcorder. The energy in there and the electric energy was so intense, and the vibration of the music. John Sex came on stage to perform first with his bodacious tatas. These four very bodacious, gorgeous women. April Palmieri, Katie Kay, Miss Vicky. He had this astounding hairdo, amazing performance. He was a very special person in the downtown performance scene. And he did this song that he said, Keith, I'm doing this for you because this is your favorite song. And it was Thunderball from the James Bond movie. And then, you know, the stage darkened, and then when it lit up again, there was a big brass bed in the middle of the stage with Madonna. She did Like a Virgin, and she was wearing her boy toy belt, and she, you know, was wearing a bustier. Then the stage darkened, and in the dark she said happy birthday to Keith, and apparently it was a few other people's birthday that night. And when the lights came on again, she had another outfit, and it was an outfit designed by Stephen Sprouse, a jacket and skirt, all painted by Keith. I think it was black and pink. Went in to dress me up and performed that around and on the brass bed, stripping off the jacket at some point. The agreement I had with Keith Haring was to do an art exchange. And so when I handed over the videotapes at his studio, he let me pick out a print, and it was from a series he did in Japan, and he signed it to me. It's a beautiful, dancing, live picture that had the whole spirit of what that whole evening was about.